Good afternoon, peoples of the interwebs. Hello, hello. A thumbs up already, that's nice. I like to see a thumbs up. Refreshments. It's a lovely sunny day. It's a little bit cool, but I thought we'd do a little live stream and just have a chat. I have got with me, I've got a couple of things with me. Primarily, I'll do this again in a few minutes when people arrive, but for you early arrivals, here's her ladyship. Here's Tina. I'll admit, last night I fell asleep before I should have fed her. And then this morning I told her I'd feed her after we came back from a walk, and I forgot. So here she is now having her food and some water, sat in the sun. And there's my girl. Hey Tina, say hello to the peoples. Yeah. Okay folks, this is a non-cooking stream. Let me show you what I've got on the table in front of me for not cooking. Let me come around the other side. Oh Tina, what are you doing? Let me come around the other side. I got a little bit of my Christmas veg. It was supposed to be used on Sunday, but I forgot about it. Bit of broccoli, some peppers. I've got a tin of beans. I got 2 tins of maize dulce, sweet corn. Tin of mushrooms, not sure about those. 3 tins of tuna. One, it had a little hole in the top when I brought it outside. I just had to check. I think it's me that's put the hole in today. I don't think it was there before. It got broken open in movement. A couple of a couple of cartons of cream for cooking. Some tomato frito. Not sure whether I'm going to use that or not. I got a big jar of green beans that's past its date, so that's going to need using. And I got some mixed veg. I got some pastas, mainly twists. I got two packs of twists, fusilli or whatever it's called. And I got a bit of macaroni if I need, if we've got overspill. Bit of bacon and some cheese, mozzarella, butter, sat in the sun obviously. So the idea, let me come back to me. Oh, I'll face this way so you can see me. The idea is a bacon and tuna pasta bake. Certainly with cream, possibly with cream and tomato. I'm not sure the specifics yet. I don't know whether I'll use all of this veg. The green beans are probably going in. The mixed veg has potato in it, which doesn't really sit right with me with pasta. Either I pick the potato out, maybe I just don't use it in this meal. Not sure yet. Let me just sit back down again. I did just open a can of beer. I am sat in the sun. It's a lovely afternoon. My friend Joby came around this morning and we sat out here for a while. It was a little chilly then. It's not quite so cold now. I could probably take the snood off, take the scarf off if I wanted. It's not too warm, but it's warm enough. So I figured we'd just give this a go, folks. Sit, have a chat, and at some point I'll be off. It's not a cookery stream per se. I'm not going to show you every step of everything I'm doing. I'm just going to be doing that while sitting and chatting with you guys. Let me bring up live chat and we'll see where we go. Nobody's talking to me. Okay. Are you new here? We got any lurkers? Who's new? Or have we got any of my regulars? I am a tramp living in a field. I will be cooking in a field. I will give you a quick look around the give you a quick look at the situation. Here's my home. It's a 6-man tent. Bedroom this end, bedroom the far end, and a living room in the middle. I got a solar panel connected to my EcoFlow River 2, which is inside the door, which in turn is connected to my fridge freezer, camping fridge freezer. I have the table that we're working on here, the low table that gave me the bad back the other day, and I've got a bigger pine table over there, which if you've ever been homeless, you know, space is always at a premium. Any flat surface gets covered instantly. Whenever you need to put something down, any flat surface will get covered. I'll give you a quick look at the field as a whole for anybody who's hold on, we got David. Hello Mr. Schofield, sir. I'll give you a quick look at the field. Give you, so up the top of the field there's Grand Bazaar El Zocco and the Repsol Garage. We are on, or we're adjacent to Avenida Alfred Nobel Avenue, if you must. There's the Grand Bazaar El Zocco at the top. Here are your landmarks if anybody's coming to look for me. Let me pan around the field. Oh, do I need to zoom back out again? It's not letting me. There we go. We're zoomed back out. There's my sunbed. Here's the rest of the field, folks. There's a bit of a fisheye lens effect going on there. I'm not sure what that's about. Here's the field that we're in. Here's me and my belongings. Here's my can of beer because somebody will want to call me an alky at some point in the afternoon. And here are the trees that are falling over. This tree is literally resting against this power pole at the top there. If that comes down, if it brings the pole with it, this pole runs right alongside the tent and the other pole is almost overhead. So if these come down for any reason, I'll be in trouble. But let me zoom back out. Oh, over there. Let's zoom in on that. Over there, that's called the sea. That's the Mediterranean Sea. Right within view every day. And even more so if I walk back behind these trees to the cliff tops. Here's Tina still having her food. And here's Tina's chariot. But she doesn't like getting in, and then when she's in she doesn't like getting out, but she loves it once she's in it. But it's very hard work for me putting her in, picking up a 35-kilogram dog that's wriggling and doesn't want to be in. There's a rubbish bin, you don't want to know about that. Here's my coffee. I've had a load of those this morning, about 6 coffees. And here's where the magic happens, folks. I've got my gas bottle and I've got my cooking ring. Now it is a paella ring and it's a little bit too big for most of my pans, except for the one we're going to use today. This one's got a lovely broad base. My friend Karen got me for my, I think it was for my birthday just gone. But that's the quick intros for anyone. If there's anybody out there that's got no idea of the who, how, what, when, where, whys. Tramp in a field, folks. Cooking in a field. I did a proper cooking stream on Sunday. My roast potatoes came out lovely. My Yorkshire pudding was the best I've done so far, but still not there. Not doing it in a frying pan in a field in cold weather. I think the heat's getting wicked away and stopping the mix from rising. The batter's perfect, it's the right mix. I've had to adjust a little bit, but I had the pan lovely and hot and covered, but I think the heat gets wicked away and so the pan isn't quite hot enough because cooking outside might be better in summer. Maybe I can put a bit more baking powder into the mix, into the batter, and make it rise a little bit more. Don't know. We'll have to see, folks. We'll have to see. But I am going to be cooking shortly. I will begin very shortly. But thought we'd just wait and see if people arrive. Maybe this afternoon's not a good time for people, and maybe it's short notice. I only created the stream. I only lined the stream up half an hour before we came live, or less, about 20-25 minutes. But we'll see. Cheers. I have to have a cold drink on hand when I'm live streaming. Keeps the throat lubricated, folks. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. So a little look at. I'm not sure if it's a pigeon or a dove. Where are you? It's right above the tent. Oh, there, look. What's the law on catching pigeons and eating them in Spain, I wonder? Well, as a kid we used to eat pigeon. I can't scroll back out. Here we go. There we go. Tommy Tombstone was just heading out. We'll be looking for the replay. Okay, mate. Oh, let me let me put me back in the picture. Star of the show. I did have a beard trim. Well, it was about dinner time, lunchtime. I was taking it down to the bone at the sides and underneath, and I was leaving the goatee. But there's not a lot of difference between the two settings, and I think I've gone a little bit wide with the goatee. I put my hand like that and went around. I didn't have a mirror, and I was on the tablet and the screen wasn't quite bright enough for me to see the video, so I ended up just using it as a mirror, as in the TV program Black Mirror. But yeah, gonna make a start shortly. I don't know what the order. Always on your number first, as Chef Jean-Pierre will say. If you see anybody start a meal that's got onions and they don't start with the onions, they're probably an amateur. The only time you don't is if you want to brown your meat first. Brown your meat in the pan, take it out and set that to one side, and then you go in with the onions, because the moisture from the onions will deglaze your pan for you, release the fond where all the flavour is. And from there, after the onions, what? I haven't got meat. Well, I've got bacon. Oh, that's the other part of his saying. Always on your, as in onion, always onion number first, except when you've got bacon. Today I have bacon, so we'll chop up a couple of rashers of bacon, put that in first, follow it with the onions, then the fresh veg, the peppers and broccoli, and then the jars of veg, cooking cream. I'm still not sure about the tomato. I don't know whether I'm going to mix cream and tomato or just use cream and water. Don't know. And somewhere after half an hour or so I'll throw the pasta twists in. If I've got enough, that'll be it. If not, I'll add the other pasta, the macaroni pasta. And that's roughly the order of events. Like I say, it's not really a cookery stream, it is just a tramp in a field chatting. I've had a few comments from people lately. They're not around, they don't get to see the late night hangouts at 10:30 my time, 9:30 UK, 4:30 in the afternoon US and Canada Eastern. Add an extra hour or 3 depending on your time zone if you're further out that way. But some people, they want me to go back to doing like the Sunday afternoon stream. I'm not really in the mood for that at the minute. I'm still keeping notes. I can still talk through each and every week that we've had, so the notes are there, mainly because I might write a book one day. Maybe, you know, I can string a few words together. I have been known to write. Whether it would be an autobiography or whether it would just be a tramp in a field kind of documentary kind of thing, I don't know. But I haven't got really, my life's never been that exciting. So even here now, a lot of the reason that I'm mainly live stream and not actual videos, there's very little happens. Unless we've got a big storm overhead, my life is kind of uneventful. I spend most of the time inside the tent, even on a nice day. Come outside and struggle to see the phone, or sit in the shade inside and at least be able to occupy my mind with YouTube or a downloaded film or TV series. So I don't know, folks. Karen, hello. It looks a lovely day. It is. Yeah, I didn't really do the full. I only showed the field, didn't I? Give us a second. Oh, I did. I caught the button by accident. Oh yeah, we did. We looked at the sea and the trees around here. Go back around. Look at all these birds waiting to. They're waiting to. They'll all take off at once and they'll come and shoot on me, on my food. It's not let me scroll back out. There we go. Zoom, unzoom. What's the word for unzoom? Zoom out sounds incorrect. Anyway, yeah, it's nice out here. It's a lovely day. It was a little cool this morning. It was cloudy to begin with. There are clouds like that, but even when the clouds are over, they're kind of high and thin. They're not a biggie. The wind, as far as I can tell, the wind is in my face from over there, kind of north-ish. But we are at the bottom of 2 hills. The wind does swirl around. Sometimes it feels like it's coming from that direction, but the clouds move in a totally different direction. Look at this fat fuck. Oi. Look at this one. Let me at him. Am I allowed to catch them and eat them? Is that a pigeon? Is that a wood pigeon? And what are the rules in Spain for catching pigeons? In England, certain birds can just be caught and eaten. They're classed as vermin. Some are, some aren't. But you know, stick one of my plastic boxes upside down with a stick propping it up, and a piece of string. Whoa, too many clicks. And a piece of string to trigger the box to fall once the birds are under, and it's pigeon pie time, isn't it? I loved pigeon when I was a kid. Haven't seen it in years. Same with rabbit. They've got rabbit in the supermarkets here in Spain. Rabbits you can get, conejo. Not cheap. I think they're typically €6 or €7 for a rabbit. But very nice when you can afford it. And I occasionally can afford it. Very occasionally. But pigeon I haven't seen. Maybe you can go to a butcher and ask for one. Get it ordered. One's not enough. You need. When I was a kid, I would have 2. It's mainly the breast. Some of the other stuff, some of the organs are okay. There's nothing on the legs and wings. Those are not worth bothering with. Most butchers will just chop those off, and they don't even, they don't even pluck the wings. They just chop them off and throw them. If they do pluck the wings, it's just for stock. But I've thought about it. Tramping a field, folks. I want to stay within the law, though, obviously, but I don't know what the law is. I've seen contradictory reports, and even if they say this type of pigeon is allowed and that one's not, I don't know the difference. So again, it's difficult. We shall see. I'm going to look into it a little more. Let me get my glasses back on. They're a little bit, what's the word? How warm does it feel? Well, I've got a jumper on and I've still got my snood on. I could take the snood off. I don't think I would be taking the jumper off just yet. I did look at the forecast earlier for temperature, but I can't remember. Yesterday was 15 or 16. Yes, 16 degrees. I got this weird thing where Google has decided that this place is called Torrevieja or Torrevieja. I don't know how they pronounce a double L in Valenciana. Google has decided to stop using Castellano, or Spanish as we would call it. Google, you search for Torrevieja and they bring up Torrevieja, and I think I mentioned on Sunday, I thought it had gone wrong and was showing me a different place. No, it's the same place, but they've switched languages. They decided to call it by its Valencian name. I don't know why. Politics maybe. Who knows? But it did throw me. So now Torrevieja or Torrevieja or Torrevieja, but there's no Ieja. That's gone from Google at least. But yeah, that's the weather forecast thing. How warm does it feel? It's nice. You can sit out in it. Keep a jumper with you. I know you'll be here in a few days. Keep a jumper with you, or jacket. But while you're in the sun, it's great. It's fantastic. Now the cookery is about to begin, folks. I guess if we're going to follow Chef Jean-Pierre, we have to begin with the bacon, don't we? Always on your number first, except when you have bacon, and I have bacon. I'm not gonna guide. I'm not walking. This is not a cookery stream. This is just you and me chatting. So I'll take you around there with me. You'll be looking up at me rather than at the food prep. There's not much to prep. I'm gonna take maybe 2 rashers of bacon, possibly 3. I'm gonna slice them up a little bit. Put the pan on. Bacon goes in. Onion goes in a couple of minutes later, and then the other veg. I've got green beans, I got Tuna mushrooms, I got mixed veg which got potato in. I'm not sure about that. I'm really pulling faces at that. I may put that into the sieve and then pick the potato out, although that's a bit laborious. And then a little bit later, it'll be the cream. Whether I put the tomato in as well or not, I've no idea at this point. But I'm doing a tuna, don't forget the tuna. I'm doing a bacon and tuna pasta bake. If I was going with pork or ham or some other chicken maybe, I would have gone with mustard and cream and mustard and cream as the liquid. Here I'm certainly going cream, tomato. I don't know. Sometimes when you mix cream and tomato, you get something that's a bit too reminiscent of spaghetti hoops. The flavour of the sauce is a bit too. That puts me off. I don't want to. And it's a big pan that I'm trying to make. I don't want 3 days, like a 3-day of something that reminds me of spaghetti hoops. That's suboptimal. Karen's working. Catch you later, mate, and see you soon. Maybe Tuesday next week. First day back. You'll want some peace and quiet and to settle in. See you Tuesday or Wednesday. I think you said the other night you were offering me a haircut. We'll see how that goes. I did just trim the beard today. Unevenly, obviously. Tramping a field. Okay, folks, if you're with me, come and say hello. Don't just lurk. For anyone who's arrived late, quiz on Sunday. Okay, hold on. When are you arriving on? Aren't you arriving late on Sunday? Here's Tina. Tina, Auntie Karen. Auntie Karen. Yeah. Here's Tina. She's just had some food because I didn't feed her last night. Here's Hannah. Hello, Hannah. Tina's water. Have some water. Agua para Tina. Agua para ti. See. Okay, folks. I'm about to begin the cookery. Like I said, it's not a cookery stream per se. You're just talking with me. I'll have a quick swig of beer. It's getting warm. It's been sat in the sun for about an hour. Even though I only just opened it. If the wind is causing the microphone to pop, tell me. I have a new sponge. I've just cut the hole in the side, and I can. Well, sorry about that. Look at that. I forgot to do the. Let me do this again. I only just took the do not disturb shit off, and now I've got it plinking and plonking in your ears. Apologies if you're on headphones. Bye everyone. Keep him chatting. 11 AM. Okay. There was Hannah arriving. Okay, there's Karen. Alright, I'm about to begin. I've got to move around the other side of the table. Bear with me, and it's not a teddy bear. I'll put that down. Tell me if we have audio problems, if the wind is causing a problem. It is quite windy. There is a breeze. I'm just going to pop open this bacon, and I don't know how. Oh, it's got an oh, look at that. It actually has an easy opening that actually worked for once. That's a first. There's just a little bit of juice. I've had it a little while. Let me pick out. I think there's 6. It looks like there's 6 rashers. I'm going to pick out 3. Oh shit! I got 3 out, but the other 3 came out as well. Let me seat those back in. Those are breakfast tomorrow. I've got what are the German sausages called? I've got, they're like bratwurst or something. I got some bratwurst. So I've got sausages, bacon. I've got eggs. So I'm set for. Oh, look at this! You can't really see me, right? Can you? You're gonna look at me, folks. I can't point you downwards, otherwise the phone will just fall over. But I'm just cutting some bacon into strips, and then I'll cut them into. So these are, what do they call them? Lardons when you do a strip. I'm not that, I do a cookery channel, well, I do a cookery playlist, but I'm no chef. Tramping a fucking Barnsley lad for a start. We're not posh when it comes to fucking food in Barnsley, are we? That's why I struggle with my Yorkshire puddings at the minute. It's not, that's not, the struggle is, it's not me or the way I'm cooking them, it's circumstances in a fucking field. Actually, I might leave them as strips. Can you see this? These are little strip, but they are three rashers deep. I'm going to separate them out, put them in the pan, get the heat under, and maybe render a bit of fat out. Cook them with the pan cold initially. See if we can render a bit of fat to cook the other stuff that's going in. Bacon first, then onions, then my fresh veg, broccoli and remnants of pepper. My veg was bought the day before, no, Christmas Eve. Possibly, maybe a couple of days early for some of it. Let's have a look there. There we go. Just separate this. Okay, folks. How am I going to do the next part? Like I said, it's not cookery. I'm not really showing you the whole thing. I'm going to move those off the chopping board. Then I'm going to go... Is that a bit of bacon fat? No, something else entirely. Pan. I'm going to go and take the pan over there to the cookery area. Here we go. Maybe I can point it down. Oh, hand over the... There we go. Plonker. Hand over the... I'm just down here, folks. Turn the gas on. I don't know whether you can see me or not. Probably not. Pick one of the 3 lighters out of my pocket. Activate the gas. Turn it on. Light it. There we go. Light the other side. For some reason it doesn't all go. Pan goes on. Pan goes on. Heat comes up a bit more. I'll just go get the bacon. Okay, always on your number first, except when you've got bacon. And today I have bacon. I have bacon. Careful, it's a non-stick pan. I shouldn't be using metal anywhere near it. But I have, because it was all I kind of had at the time. And I have a wooden spoon, which I shall go and obtain, and the onions. One minute. Wait a moment. Again. Come back to my wooden spoon and my onion. Onion. Gonna give the bacon a couple of minutes to get started. I think I'm going to turn the gas back down a little bit. Like I said, I want it to come up to temp slowly. Render the bacon out. Render the fat, sorry, out of the bacon. Render the fat out of the bacon. Here's the danger with having me anywhere near onion. I do love onion. Tina girl. Quiet, babe. There's nobody there. What are you barking at? Pretty sure there's nobody here. No. You've just been a monster. Talking to the peoples. I think Tina wants to talk. Tina wants to talk to the peoples. Where are you, babe? There you are. Let me zoom in on you a little bit. Zoom in on Tina. Here's my Tina girl. Hello, Darren. Everything's going fine, mate. Everything's going fine, except for the dog being a nuisance. That picture doesn't look too great. There she is. She's just been fed. I forgot to feed her last night. I didn't forget. I fell asleep at the wrong time. I woke up at 1 in the morning and took her for her late night walkies. Normally she'd have her walkies 9:30, 10 o'clock and have her food then. I forgot then. This morning I took her for a walk. Promised her she'd have her food when she got back. I forgot again. And then my friend Joby arrived and we got chatting. So a little bit of dog neglect being remedied. She's just, what are you doing? Let me just move this shit out of the way. These dog balls are broken to bugger it, so I leave these food cartons as the holder of the food. But she's decided to upturn the lot and do mayhem. Let me just put these down out of the way. Put them there, maybe. Hey, babe. Quiet. I think I need to go and stir my bacon. That doesn't sound like a good phrase. I need to stir my bacon. But, let me do this. Oh yeah. Boiling the fat away. I didn't turn it down soon enough. Smells lovely, like bacon always does. But the fat rendered and evaporated, I think. Oh, just pull my pants up. Excuse me. It is just off camera, hopefully. Hey, what can I say, folks? Tramp in a fucking field. A little bit too warm now, actually, with the snood still on. I'm going to take my scarf off. That's better. Give it a second. Hey, you. Questions, comments, lurkers, new people. There's probably people out there wondering why there's a tramp in a field. Blame Santander. They don't think I'm me. So they're protecting me by not letting me have my money. They're protecting the owner of the money, i.e. me, from me because they don't believe that I'm me. Which means, well, it means I haven't got my money, doesn't it? And without money, what do? Go live in a field, apparently. Let me just stir this bacon one more time, and then I'm going to put the onion. Oh yeah, the fond is on the base of the pan. How much onion are we going to put in? I chopped the other day, I think it was Sunday, I chopped the onion in two different ways. One was a finer dice and one was a more chunky. We'll go chunky. I am a chunky monkey. We'll go that way. 2 handfuls of chunky, maybe one of the finer. Bit more. Not enough. There we go. Try that for now. Sweat those onions off. I'm not going for a big caramelisation. Takes too long. I'm not sitting here for 45 minutes or more while onions turn brown and disappear. But we'll see how that goes, folks. We'll leave those for 5 or 10 minutes and we'll go back to the table and the beer, I guess. I got my I've moved, so let me just, so over here my solar panel, look. My solar panel will normally in the morning will rest against the cool box over there. It's my original cool box. Not very good. It's one of those thermoelectric cooling things. It was shit. I've now got a fridge freezer, a camping fridge freezer, a little bit bigger than that, a little bit taller, similar width, a bit taller, and maybe a little bit deeper from where we are, a little bit longer, but with a proper compressor. It'll go down to -40 at a push. So it can be a fridge or it can be a deep freezer. Normally though, the solar panel rests against that box. You see now that box has got shadow against the side. So we move the panel around to here, and a little later in the day, oh, get off. Oh, a little later in the day, when the shadow of the tent, as the sun moves around, when the shadow of the tent does its thing and it gets over here, I will daisy chain them. I'll bring the EcoFlow out, so it's plugged into the freezer. They'll bring the EcoFlow out, and then the panel can come further over here and stay in the sun longer. That way, so the EcoFlow is on about 100% at the minute. So the extra power, if I just turned it off, if I just unplugged everything, the power goes to waste. I may as well just run the freezer continuously, get down to kind of -5, -10, wherever it ends up, and then I just leave it overnight and it stays fridge kind of temperature, -3, -2 overnight, and it's adequate. So that's what we do for power. Keep the phones charged, keep the tablets charged, charge the batteries for my lights at night, keep entertained. Let me watch films or TV, not TV, I do have a TV. No antenna as yet, but as I discussed on Sunday night, I might get one of those supposed indoor antenna for €5 or €8 from Temu. I may. And because I'm outside, it'll get better reception than it would inside. Considering it. Whether cheap shitty €8 Chinesium, whether that'll be any good or not, your guess is as good as mine. But might be worth doing. Frank, hello mate. Frank Nadobody, glad to catch you on an early stream. Yeah, people have been saying that they're not always here for the later ones. The weather looks amazing. It is. The weather is amazing. I did just do a pan around. I did do a panorama, but it is nice. It's not the warmest, but it's warm enough. And I've only got, well, I've got, my t-shirt is a thermal t-shirt at the minute. You know, I wear them for about a month at a time. I got a pile of washing needs doing. I have to work out how to work a laundrette. We don't have, in general, we don't. I see Americans put notes into machines and change comes out. I've never seen that over here anywhere. Or in the UK. Even slot machine arcades, you have to go to a booth and get a person to change your money. And I rarely have coinage. It's rare enough that I've got notes. But I've got to work out, it's €7 or €8 I think to work the laundrette. I'm happy enough to just bring stuff back here and hang it on the clothes area behind me. Spain, it's generally warm enough to Tina shush. It's generally warm enough to dry clothes outside. We don't need to be using kilowatts of power to dry things. So if I can minimise the cost by not paying for the dryer at the laundrette, I will. But the logistics, getting Tina there, and then of course she can't go inside, but I can't leave her unattended in the chariot because it does sometimes tip backwards. Waiting and what, an hour while everything washes, and then coming back to collect my stuff. Bah, the logistics are a little bit awkward. I'm just going to have a quick, oh come with me. I'm just going to have a quick check of the food. It's just, the onions probably need stirring by now. It's not meant to be a proper cooking stream, but I will just bring you with me while we do the doing a little bit. Here we go. The bacon's in. Some of it's getting a little bit crispy, I think. No? Yeah. But you don't have much control of the heat, folks. The burner that I'm on, I don't think we've discussed the specific. Someone pointed out to me the other day, the burner is for paella, which they do in really large flat pans. So it's a really wide ring. And I don't have metal. Fuck! I clicked something wrong. Sorry folks, I am here. Please come back. Don't leave. I was looking on Temu. I can get a smaller ring which will burn less gas, and at the minute when I put one of my smaller pans on there, about 2/3 of the ring, the outer ring, about 2/3 of it is not, it's not got the pan over. Sheds, hello, how's things mate? You're looking good. I had a beard trim maybe, or maybe I'm just particularly healthy and stunning at the minute. You all look gorgeous yourselves, you all look stunning out there. I can see you. Tina girl. Tina's been a nuisance. Hey babe. Tina, talk to the peoples. You haven't drunk your water. What's wrong with your water? Eh? Hello, you. Hello, you. Are you jealous because I'm talking to the peoples and not you? Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Which one? Which one? I want this one. I want that one. I want that one. That's my one. That's my one. I want that paw. That paw's my one. I got it. I got it. I got it. That's my paw. That's my paw. It's not your paw. It's my paw now. It's my paw now. No, steady, steady. Quiet, quiet. It's just a doggy. It's just a doggy. Hola. Hey. Tina, calm down. It's just a lady walking past with her doggy. Where are we, folks? I just stirred the onions, didn't I? So it must be time for a sip of my... Where have I put my beer? It's a fucking mystery, isn't it? Did you watch? Where'd I go with it? Let me... Hold on, what am I doing? I must be doing something stupid. There's no beer here, no? There's no beer on that table. Tina! Tina! Basta! Sufficiente! That's enough. Beer. Where's my bloody beer? Here. Here's the beer. Kind of queer, huh? How queer? Shush. Shush. I guess while I'm here I can give it another quick stir. I'll give it another stir just because I'm here. I think maybe maybe a bit more onion. Doesn't look a lot, it's a big pan. It's a big pan. Maybe I'll just put all of this in. A bit more onion, eh? It's a big pan, folks, it's a big pan. Let's just throw all of that in. Fuck it. What am I saving it for? I am at times. Some of the stuff I'm using today, I'm using because I feel like I've become a bit of a food hoarder. Some of these jars I've had for over a year. And it's like, well, what are you saving it for? If it's not for putting in the pan and bloody eating. So some of those are going to be well caramelized by the time the other's done, and that's maybe not a bad thing. Mix of flavours, unintended, but I'll take it. They are really... Well, clicked by accident. I'm conscious that that I'm holding on to some food maybe too long. Got to be careful of that. Get it used up before it gets out of date. One of these jars is out of date. Which one? Well, that one's good till 2028. That's not a problem. This one, August 2024 for the green beans. Yeah, I don't know about the mushroom. The mushroom's got a little bit of a dent in the side as well. I think that's recent. I think I dropped it a little while ago. It was on a cabinet and the wind blew and it pushed. So I've got a set of drawers and it's two sets, and the top drawer got pushed by the wind and landed on the floor. I think that's from there. But it is, you can see, I don't know if you can see, it's a little bit rusty on the only on the lip, and it is a pull cord. The one with the what do you call it? The one with the ring pull. They don't last as long as the non-ring pull. Where's the date? Here's the date. Well, that was good till 2029. That's okay. That's some mushrooms. 2029. Over here we've got. I got some black beans. I'm not sure whether I'm using these. Black beans doesn't really fit with my cream-based. My idea of a cream-based. January 2026. So these ones are there or thereabouts. Not sure if I'm using the black beans today. Doesn't really feel like it sits well with a cream-based pasta bake. Bake's not even the right word, is it? Because here we go. You're a good un, mate. Cheds. Cheers. Had a tinned boiled potatoes yesterday. 3 years out of date. They're fine. Yeah, most tinned stuff, as long as there's not like a serious crease. A little dent's usually okay. Big creases can be an issue. In particular, things like tinned tomatoes, acidic things. because there's an extra plastic lining inside the tin. It's health consequences perhaps of the plastic on the liner inside the tin. But a crease can can split that inner lining. Creases in particular, I mean, you can get a hole in the food, and then you've got potential botulism, any kind of actual puncture of the tin, where a serious crease can do that. But usually, I mean, the dates are there as a mainly it's a stock control thing within the fucking shop. They retrieve tins from Antarctica, from Scott and Amundsen and all, you know, those guys, and they're fine kind of a century later, but they were frozen as well as, you know, as well as being in a tin. But these ring pull ones, you're scoring 2/3 of the way through the metal. That they won't last as many years as the other stuff. But hey ho, it is as it is. Hey babe, no, it's just a car. It's just a car coming past. We'll give them a big cheery wave, even though they probably won't wave back. We'll give them a big cheery wave. Hello. No acknowledgement whatsoever. Turn your head the other way, ignore me. It's okay, I don't mind. Tina, hello babe. Just drink your water. It's a car, it's okay, it's not going to hurt you. Nothing can hurt you while your daddy's here, okay? It's okay, I'll rip their head off if they want to hurt you. It's okay. Tina's okay, Daddy's okay. We're all okay. Calm down. Hey! Calma te, amiga mia. Tranquilo. No? Tranquilo. Dog. You gotta love her. She won't be here forever. Smell test does the job. It does. I opened a jar of oh, what do you call it? The cold soup stuff. The soup that you meant to eat. I was going to put it in as in a meal as a base. Warm it up and do it. And it was in a plastic. I opened it the other day and it fizzed when I opened it. A little smell, and you get that citrusy, acidic kind of smell. That was that. Smell or a quick taste on a teaspoon will let you know. Yeah, it's common sense, isn't it? It's like when I did the video with the bacon that was 9 months out of date. It's bacon. Oh, my heel caught her water bowl. I've just spilt half her water. I'm just back here. I'm just gonna give this a stir, and then I think it's about time I added some of the fresh. I got that lovely caramelised onion kind of smell from the first batch. Second batch are underway. The liquid's coming off. That's the thing about onions. You want to get that water out of them and enhance the flavour. What are we going back for? Oh, I haven't chopped them yet. Let me put the lid back on while I'm going to chop up the peppers and the other stuff, the green cauliflower stuff. What's that called? Broccoli. Here we go. Words. I haven't got words anymore, folks. Back with me. Oh, you can look up at me if you want, or I'll look down upon you as usual. Let me just put a slice in here with the green pepper. I got my claw hand going. You can't see it, but I got the claw going. It's a bit past its best, but it'll do. One more that way, and then into pieces that way. That's that one. Now the red and the yellow. Put them over the top of each other. Save time. A trick I learned from the guys at Fallow. They're a little bit leathery. They don't really cut in the right way. They'll be right. Tramping a field, you know. They're, what are they, 3 weeks old? And as I mention often, broccoli, the best part is the stem. So I'm gonna take the bottom off because that's a bit manky, a bit dry and hard. The rest I'm just gonna slice up lengthways. Love the stem on broccoli is the best part of the broccoli. I don't care what anybody says. Don't get me wrong, I like the florets, but they're just not as good as the stalk. just not. Some people just throw that shit away. I'm like, no, you're mad. You're mad. This part. You gotta just make slices. Thin, because it's going to take longer to cook, obviously, than the florets. But it is the best part. What else have I got? I've got tins of sweet corn. Where are they? Maize dough thing. That can go in. Maybe I'll put the veg in first, because this has got liquid in, I think. Yeah, this has got liquid, so I will leave that for now. Come with me. Come with me. I'm just going to put the broccoli and peppers in. Come back for the rest after. Let's. What can I do? Can I put that there just for a second? Turn you around. So here's my broccoli and my peppers. They're going in. They're going in now. I think the pan's big enough. Yeah, the pan's easily big enough to just do that. A quick swirl with the wooden spoon. I still think there's not enough veg really for this. I want to do almost a pan full of food. That's the original idea. I just don't. Looking at it now, I don't think I've got enough. We'll have to wait and see, folks. We'll have to wait and see. I have got, what, 2 tins of sweet corn, 3 tins of tuna. I got a tin of mushrooms. Well, you can see, look. If you weren't here at the beginning. So, I got 2 tins of sweet corn. Here's the one I've just opened. 3 of tuna. I had to open the top one. You see that little hole in the top? I just noticed that when I got outside. Pretty sure it wasn't there when I was inside. I just opened it to check and everything looks fine. Probably just did it while bringing them out. I had to bring so much out, I put it into a shopping bag. I couldn't just carry the odds and sods. Not sure about the black beans. Tin of mushrooms are going in. 3 tins of tuna. 2 sweet corn. Tin of green beans. I've got 2 tins of cream. I've got tomato frito, fried tomato. Fried tomatoes. I'm not sure whether I'm putting that in or not. Like, if you weren't here earlier, sometimes cream and tomato together is a bit too much like the sauce in Heinz spaghetti hoops. It's a little bit of a, reminds me too much of childhood. I have a mixed veg, a jar of mixed veg. It's got potato in there, and I'm not too keen on potato with pasta. So I'm not sure about that. I've got a little bit of cheese as well for on top or for mixing in at some point. And then it's my pasta twists mainly. And if that's not enough pasta, I've got a little bit of macaroni. But we'll see how it goes. Oh, do you know what I've done? I took the phone stand over there with me and I've come back without it. I do have to fill her water jug up as well, her water bowl. Here's my beer. Where's the... Hold on. Oh, I didn't take it over there. I moved it around the table. I lied to you folks by accident. I lied. I misspoke, shall we say. It's a lovely afternoon though, yeah? Let me, just in case you weren't here earlier, there's the sea over there. Just there. There's the sea. We're looking south roughly there. Not sure whether I'm fully zoomed out. Here's the sky, and that for those of you in Britain, you might not be familiar. We call that thing there, that's our local star. We call it Sol. That's its proper name. We refer to it as the sun because we don't know better. That's our local star. Sol as in solar system, the system appertaining to Sol. This is a Tina girl who's been a nuisance, and I haven't got any water to hand, have I not? Hold on, darling. There's water over here somewhere. We got water. I has water for my girl. Whoa! I think I'm zoomed in. I think I'm still zoomed in. Give us a second. There we go. Look. Yeah, well, I think I was zoomed in. I was zoomed in. Let's have a go. Let's have a go. Oh, opening water with a bottle against my chest, spilling down my chest as I do it. Here you go, babe. Here you go. I'll clean your bowl out next time. This is a dog that will drink water out of a puddle that's got horse shit in it. So a little bit of her own. She spilled some of her dog food in it last night, I think. So there's a few bits there, but she's not gonna worry about stuff like that if she'll drink from a puddle that's got horse poo in it. Hey babe, Tina food. It's Tina. Oh, I'm on me now. I didn't notice. Alright folks, talk to me. Talk to a tramp. We got any newbies here? Anybody visiting for the first time? I guess after 1 hour almost, I could do the channel introduction. I haven't done that yet, have I? The channel is Delta Mike, down and out in Torrevieja. Delta Mike, that is your eponymous hero here. Down and out in Torrevieja, down and out. A tramp, a hobo, a vagrant, a homeless guy, an indigent person, a person of no fixed abode. Some, if you're American perhaps, might say a bum. Someone who lives rough, perhaps on the streets, or in my case, in a fucking field. Originally, literally just in a field. Then I built myself a shelter out of 6 broom handles and a tarpaulin. And then because we had a concave roof, and I wanted a convex roof, I took some branches, staked them into the ground at the thick end, because you can't hammer the thin end. So I put stakes in the ground, tied the branches to the stakes, bent the branches over, and I formed a dome, or 2 arches actually. They didn't cross, it wasn't a dome per se, but it was close enough. So yeah, living in a field. Now I live in a tent in the field. So initially, literally just on a bedroll in the field here. Then a shelter. Go back and watch my first ever video if you want to see. If you want to see the, I think it's linked in the description. My first video is linked. My first video and then my first live stream are linked in the description. You can see the hovel that I was literally living in and crying out for pity from passers-by. Okay, so that's Delta Mike, that's the down and out, and Torrevieja, down and out in Torrevieja. Torrevieja is a city on the southeast coast of Spain, halfway between Alicante and Murcia, on the Costa Blanca south. Not a lot more to say on that. So that's the name of the channel. You are watching a TrampCast Hangout. Now, TrampCast was a program I did, and maybe we'll do again one day, where I discussed the 7 days in the life of. You know, I do that on a Sunday afternoon, or did do that on a Sunday afternoon. We're about 3 months behind. I might pick it up one day. So that was TrampCast, discussing the 7 days prior. Typically, sometimes we got a little bit behind and had to play catch up. This is an extension of that. This is just me chatting. This is us just hanging out. You ask questions, you make comments, I respond, and we go from there, folks. This one, I've got some cooking going on in the background. It's not a cookery channel per se, but it's not a cookery video per se. I do have a cookery playlist. Again, in the description, there's a list of my playlists, and one of them is a cooking with a tramp or cooking with a hobo. I think I called it cooking with a hobo. YouTube used to be really funny about the word tramp because of its usage in, you know, as a slur for females who are overactive in the bedroom. If you can be overactive in the bedroom, I'm not sure. But anyway, YouTube used to be funny with me about that word, and now they seem to have got used to it, so I use it again. But I think the playlist is called Cooking with a Hobo. Okay, what's next on my cooking? I think it's going to be these jars. It's going to be the green beans and the sweet corn. I'll hold back on the mixed veg. I'm not sure what to do with that. I might put that into the sieve and then pick the potato out. Or I might just put it in and fuck it, I don't know. Do I put the mushrooms in at the same time? I guess I can. The beans, the black beans, I'm not sure about either. I'll hold back the mixed veg and the beans to see how we go quantity wise in the pan. I did want to do a, you know, more or less a pan full of food. Yeah, I don't know if two what do you call two Tetra packs of cream is enough. I don't know, folks. I'm winging this shit. Can you tell? I'm winging it. I'm gonna come out live. Oh, here's another announcement for you. By default, you want to be in chat, folks. You want to have chat open. That's where all the fun happens. People ask questions, I respond. I'll be responding to questions you don't see if you don't have chat open. But by default, YouTube puts you into a thing called top chat, which filters out 10 or 20% of the messages. So you want to go into the cog. It's usually a cog. Sometimes it's one of those burger menus, those 3 lines. You want to go into that above. So bring up chat, then hit whether it's a cog or whether it's the burger menu, the 3 lines. Go into there, and you want to select live chat. All messages are visible, rather than the other one which filters potential spam and swear words. You're a grown-up, I assume. Assuming you're a grown-up and you don't mind the odd swear word. I do swear, sometimes like a bloody trooper. But yeah, I can smell my food, which probably means I need to give them a bit of attention. I'm gonna go, hold on, I'm gonna take the 2 sweet corn and I've got to be careful because I've opened one of these sweet corns already. I maybe have to hold it while I stand up and move around. You see that? I stood up without making a noise, folks. No grunting. It's like I'm a super fit, almost 60-year-old. Let me put these here. Let me go over there. I'll bring you with me if I can. So here's the one. There's the one that's open. I'll turn the camera around for you. We're going to go sweet corn first. Hold on. Pause that. Just hold on. I'm going to go both sweet corns. The pan needs a bit of liquid now. Those onions are probably going to over caramelize, or what we sometimes call burn. Let me see. Okay. Here's my 2 tins of sweet corn, one on top of the other. Here's my pan. Yeah, that is those onions. The initial batch are well caramelized. We'll say charred. We won't use the B word. We'll say charred. Nicely, it's a lovely smell, lovely aroma. Even though they might be a little bit too busy talking to you guys. 1 sweet corn with the liquid. I don't throw liquid away. Water's hard enough to come by in the field, so I always... One of my biggest bugbears, when I watch people using chickpeas or lentils out of a jar that are already cooked, and they throw away the liquid, and maybe even rinse the bloody beans. Aquafaba, which means bean water, more or less, bean juice, bean water in Spanish, it's a prized cooking ingredient. What kind of idiot rinses that shit away? Yeah! I've got to do this left-handed. I hurt my finger yesterday. I trimmed this bush over here. We all like a nicely trimmed bush. What I tell you. But I got a blister on my finger. Every time I cut through a branch with the secateurs, it squeezed my finger. I've got like a blood blister there now. Where's a good knife? I haven't got a good knife. Yeah. I got a proper eating kind of knife. Here we go. That didn't pop. There we go. It popped and fizzed. Now it opens easily. Come with me and I shall... I said it wasn't a cookery stream, but here we go, folks. The liquid's kind of important at this stage. Everything was getting a little bit over caramelized. Maybe you might use the word charred. If you're being really cruel, you might say burnt. But you know, yeah. Look, the water has turned black from the fond. It's a little bit. I guess we'll have a little bit of that flavour at the end. Tina girl, Tina. Let's have some quiet. What else can I put in here? I'll put the mushrooms in as well while we're here. Hold on. I'll put the mushrooms in. What about the tuna? Let's do all of that. Get some liquid. Let's get some liquid in. Oh! Didn't want to do that, did I? I wanted that liquid. Okay, we'll do it in 2 trips. One lot over, and then another lot over. It had to be the one that was open that fell, didn't it? It had to be. Give us a second, folks. Come back to me. I'll talk to you. Can I stand like a saint with a halo around my head? What a dick. Okay. Get the tunas ready. Oh, they're in an oil rather than a water. I didn't realise. They're in a sunflower oil. I think. Aceite de girasol. Yeah. Oil of sunflower. Hold on. What have I lost? I'm going daft, folks. Oh, here. I knew I'd brought 3 over. I could only see 2. Can't see for looking sometimes. Okay. And if I peel the, if I undo the mushroom tin while we're here. Oh, that's a lot of. What are they? I'm assuming that's a brine. It doesn't actually say the ingredients. Championes laminados, that's sliced mushrooms. Agaricus biporus, that's no idea what that is. Cultivated something or other. Primera. It doesn't say what that is. I'm assuming it's brine. It literally doesn't say what the liquid is. Give us a second. Just water. I don't even think it's brine. Come with me and you'll see. There's a world of imagination. There we go. Use the liquid, then I don't have to ship in lots of get out, you fucker. No. Hold on. I have a thumb for a reason. Apparently not. Not good enough. Come on, you fucker. See, I told you about the swearing, didn't I? It's a good job we're all grown-ups here. If you're a school kid and you're watching, get back to fucking school. Oh! I don't even know what time it is. They're probably out of school by now. A little bit of food left in there, but not much. One more! Only half came out. Again, thumb, and try to cook one-handed, folks. It's not as easy as you think. And a quick stir. Okay, that water is black, or at least dark brown. That's not going to sit well with my cream. I don't know, folks. I'll tell you honestly whether it has a burnt touch at the end. I think with all that in, I think we can now turn the heat back up a bit. Again, caught the wrong button. Sorry, folks. Bit of a mess, eh? What do you think's next? I'm going to give that 5 or 10 minutes just to get warmed up and settle in. So we've got the bacon we've now got the tuna. What else we got? We got bacon, tuna. We've got the onions and the peppers and broccoli. Is there anything else? Oh, mushrooms. The tin of mushrooms. And the sweet corn, mushrooms, everything else. I guess next will be the cream. Don't know about the tomatoes. Maybe because of that little bit of a burny thing, but with the water being dark, it might not look too appetizing just as a cream. Maybe we go. Do we go with cream and tomato, or do we just go tomato under the circumstances? It's just that whatever we decide there with the liquid, decide about the beans or not, decide about the mixed veg, and pretty soon it'll be pasta, won't it? It'll be pasta time. Let me see how much beer I've got left and whether I need to go and fetch another one out of the fridge. I'm on the last couple of mouthfuls and it is warm. It's literally been sat in the sun. So I will oh, how's my panel? How's the solar panel? The solar panel's about, I think, it's got a little bit of shade. It's about to get shade. So in a minute, when I go in to get a beer, I'll probably bring the EcoFlow out and then I'll daisy chain them from the freezer to the EcoFlow, and then I can move the solar panel from there to roughly speaking where that bottle of water is there. I think that's where it was last night. That way even with the EcoFlow on 100% but still getting sun, I can power the fridge. The alternative is to move the EcoFlow. This might happen later. Move the EcoFlow from there to there initially, and eventually over there where that fishing bag, where the coffee table, the reed. Oh, you can't see that. You got the chair instead. That's the chair. That's the coffee table over there. Over there, look. I could maybe. But if I move over there, I can't power the fridge. So that's only if the EcoFlow isn't on 100%. That's a Tina girl. She's a nuisance. Are you not drinking your water? Tina. I get you. Look at the ears. One ear up. Always one ear up, one ear down. Talk to the peoples. Say hello to the peoples. Okay, babe. Don't bother. Where have I left? Oh, I've left the phone stand over there, folks. Give us a second. I am actually now too warm. I might even take the jumper off. Look at that. It's like a striptease. I took the snood off before. What did I do with it? I got absolutely no fucking idea. Where is it? Scan. Oh, there it is. I see it. Scanning around, worked again. Scan around. Just gonna gotta take the glasses off. Take the jumper off. And all the birds are looking at me. Have a look at this. Hold on. Just a minute now. Hold on. Just a minute. I am wearing a thermal t-shirt, a thermal vest. Put my glasses back on, otherwise I won't know what I'm looking at. They are reading glasses, but it's because I'm looking at the phone. So there's these birds here, but that's not the main show, that's only 3 or 4. I'll zoom in a little bit. There's these birds here. But I'll see whether I can zoom in over there. Over there. Look at those. They're all just lining up. And when they all take off at once and fly this way and shit over my tent, that's when it's fun. I don't know if that's fully zoomed out. Let me come back here. Like I said, in a moment I'm going to run off. I won't take you with me inside the tent. I wouldn't inflict that picture on you. But I'm going to go grab a beer and bring the EcoFlow out. What I'll do, if I can, if I did this, well, not that, but that. Yeah, look, you can look over there, right? Okay. And when I come back, you'll better see me faff about with the EcoFlow. 2 seconds, well, a little bit more than 2 seconds. Give us a minute. Give us a minute. So a little bit further. A little bit further. How much further? Oh, good. Okay, folks, I don't know how much of that you saw. Oh, the food. Come with me. Come with me. The food smells glorious, but let's just double check. Spoon and lots of steam. Turn it back down. I think I turned it up last time, didn't I? Yeah. Let's knock that down a notch or two. Okay, folks. Look at that. This is before the main liquid's gone in. Oh, that tuna. The tuna and the caramelised onions. Lovely combination. Nice bit of liquid. I'm thinking to go with tomato and cream. I don't know why. That's just how the mood takes me. Give me a sec. Have we got anywhere to put you? Yeah, you were stood here. You stand here. You stand on there, and I'll just grab those. I've got to cut the corner off each. I've got to cut the corner off the cartons. Or at least I've got to open them. I'm not sure about cutting. They might have an easy tear here. No, that one's just cut. Give us a second. Tomato. Nope. No, that's not going to happen. Here I go, breaking the rules, folks. You should never cut towards yourself. Oh. Yeah. Fuck. Sometimes needs must. You won't be able to see this. I'm just going to pour this in. Now I can open it by cutting away. Should go with a bigger knife. But you get the idea. We can put a bit of water in there, empty that momentarily. This one is probably terrible by the looks of it. Not with wet slimy fingers. Okay. Fail again. Cut. Yeah. I haven't got scissors to hand. That's not going to work, is it? That's not going to work. Hold on, folks. Watch your fingers. Yeah. A little bit of cream. Tina, no. Hey. Oh, it was Morticia. The lady from down the road walking past. It's okay, she's gone now. You're okay. Oh. That's one down. I'll open it up so we can do the water thing again with that. Have I got the right? Yeah, I've got the right side of the knife. I have got tomato sauce down my t-shirt. Like some kind of fucking amateur. Tina, go. Alright, folks. Talk to me. Nobody's asking any questions, I don't think. Which is the other sharp side. Okay, we got that part right. Not a total fucking amateur. Okay. Oh, I hope that cardboard didn't just land in the fucking in the food. Did it? You know it might have. Can't see it. I don't know where it went. Tina! Stop it. Pada! Pada! Oi! Careful now. Don't ruin a perfectly good day. We haven't had an argument yet. Just hold fire. Let me get some water. Rinse these cartons out. I've got two. Where's the third carton? Oh, it's over there. I got you. I got you. Oh. Hey, babe. A bit more water into the cream. Just wait. Close it up, nip it off. Water into the cream. That's one of them. Then into the other. Tina, let's have some quiet. There's nobody there. You didn't make a noise when she walked past. You waited until she was 100 yards away. Alright, folks. Shakeroo from 2 creams. And again, a separate bit of water into the tomato. And pinch it closed, shake it up. Some of it comes out over the top of my hand, but that's life, as Esther Ransom would say. Okay, that's a reference for the older Brits. Oh, that all just fell out of the bin. My bin is overflowing. It's like my cup, it runneth over. Go home. Ah! Ha, ha. Look. Really? You did that? Tip it one way and then the other. Almost lost the fucking lot twice in a second. Okay. Let me... Oh, that's the sunshine. You won't know what that is in Britain. Here we go, folks. This is why mixing cream and tomatoes a little bit. It's not really my favourite thing, but it's okay. You got to be careful about whether or not the tomato boils and it kind of separates a little bit. But it's not too bad. I got some slop on the lid. Clean that off later. Not long to go now, folks. The next step will be the pasta, I think, unless I decide on either the beans or the the beans or the mixed veg. I don't think I'm going to. It'll be the pasta and then the mozzarella. And I've left the fucking phone stand over there again. How long ago did I get that nice cold beer? I still haven't had a sip. I even cracked it open. What kind of arky tramp am I? I'm not a very good one, am I? I must try harder. I have a reputation to maintain. Hey babe, Daddy's got some tomato and some cream in his hand. I've got a bad back. These tables are not at a very good height, and the bending over the stove as well. It's on the floor. If I could acquire a pile of bricks, I'd build the stove up a little bit. I would need about what? If I got 32 bricks, I could actually make a rocket stove. The pile of bricks with a gap through the middle and an air hole at the bottom would make what's called a rocket stove, which is one of my favourite things to do or to have. But I can make do with 24. 24. I'll be a couple of layers lower. But yeah, look it up online. Rocket stove made with. You want a brick rocket stove? There are some good videos out there. Put the 4 bricks. You want a length, and then you want the corner of the next brick in, and you make a square with a hole in the middle. Somewhere around the 2nd or 3rd layer, you leave a well. You want a hole at the bottom. You want half a brick gap at the bottom where you feed things in and take the ash out. But somewhere on the 3rd or 4th layer, you want a 2nd hole in through the side for like a turbo, extra air intake. So you get the chimney effect going, hot air rising, sucks in air at the bottom. But once it's properly going, you remove a half brick or something from the middle, and you get an extra air input halfway up, and the thing roars. Hence the name rocket stove. I did a poem once about a rocket stove. See, look at me, Barnsley lad. A little bit gay doing poetry. Can I remember it? I don't think I can. It's written down somewhere. No, I can't. Why can I not remember how it starts? It's got something to do with I'm the stove you can't ignore. Hear me, and then there's a later line that ends with hear me roar. Hear me roar, I'm the stove you can't ignore. Oh, feed me, more, more, more. The problem with a rocket stove, you power it just with twigs, branches, small. It's not a big, it's very efficient. So you're just constantly feeding twigs in. So feed me, more, more, more. I'm the stove you can't ignore. Something like that. It built from there, but you know, tramping. This was back when I didn't have a light. I didn't have any electricity. I was staring up at the stars for 12 or 14 hours a night. One of the worst periods of my life. So desolate, such isolation and desperation. I've mentioned in the past my friend Orion, the constellation. I used to talk to the fucker. Say hello, ask him how he is, chat with him, tell him my ideas of what I might do or what I might need or want. I played at wish lists in my mind. If I had €5, what would I get from Amazon, or what would I get from the shop? If I had €10, obviously it's the same stuff as the 5, but with extra. What would you get extra? If I had 5, if I had 10, if I had €20, and then there was this absolute, what the fuck would I do if I had €50? Wish listingtons. I almost drove myself balmy, drove myself daft. Wish lists of how would €5 now change my life? How would €10 change my life? Staring up at the stars, and this was at the time where Elon Musk's satellites were all very visible. He's coated them now in black paint, so they're not as visible. You don't see them as much. But it used to, the sky was fucking moving. You'd be looking at a constellation and then one of the stars would take off. It was the fucking eeriest thing ever. I used to say to myself, I remember before the sky, you know, before the stars moved. Not the planes, you can tell the difference with a plane because it's got a red and a green flashing light, and a couple of fixed lights, white lights that are on, and then the red and the green flicker or flash. So it wasn't that. This was a lot higher. This was yet occasionally I had an app that would tell me about later on. I had an app that would tell me about the International Space Station passing overhead. But this was at the point when I didn't have a phone. My phone had broken. First day in this field when it flooded. And then exactly 1 month later when it flooded again. Ruined everything I owned. Ruined. The second one in particular, over knee deep. The initial influx was higher. But when it settled, it was knee deep. Yeah, such is life. Cheers, folks. I did just open this can a little while ago, yeah? Let's have a look. Is anybody talking to me? No, looking good is the last from Cheds. Back to live chat. No. Say hello, folks. Come on. Help a tramp out. Keep the stream going. We're an hour and a half in, I think. I did exit twice, so the counter might be off. What time did I start? Was it 2:30? 4 o'clock now, just after. So yeah, an hour and a half. Say hello. Introduce yourself. If you're a newbie and you wonder what this is all about, just say so. Ask a question. Ask who the noise is in the background. Oops, I can answer that one for you. The noise in the background is this little lady. She's called Tuna, and she's my Tina doggy darling, aren't you, babe? You got your water? Tina's water. Agua para Tina. Yeah. Licking your lips. Nom nom. Talk to the peoples. Talk to the peoples. Nom 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 nom. There she is, folks. And back to me, if you don't mind. I am the star of the show. I am cooking while I'm talking to you. It's not a cookery channel. It's not a cookery show or a cookery video per se, but there is cookery happening. I'm about to merge 2 bags of pasta, I think. Did I say this was the next step? I think so. Here's my Helicos Aspirais. Helicos is what's it called? Fumicelli? Fusilli. Pasta twists. Helico is spiral. Pasta spirals. These are coloured ones. I don't know whether you can see that. And here are some plain white ones. I'm going to merge the two together. I'm going to walk over there and stick them all in the pan together. If I can do it without dropping everything. I'm not sure. Let's put this under the plate for the field. That's probably enough, I think. That's probably enough. Come with me. I'll take you over there, and we'll go and take care of that. And whoa! Almost dragged that bag off the from under the plate where I just put it some moments ago. Here we go, folks. Do I get a halo around me again? Ta-da. I am an icon. Okay. How are we doing this? That's bubbling viciously. Furiously. I don't know what the right verb would be. Oh God. Adverb. To bubble furiously. English language was never my strength. Here we go. Pasta is in. Pasta bag goes there. Spoon goes there. I'm going to swap hands if you don't mind. I am a right-handed kind of guy when it comes to real life. Whoa, I almost tipped it all over again. I would imagine that's going to need more liquid. That's going to need more liquid before we're done. I haven't done any kind of seasoning so far, have I? Relying on what's in the jars. I think one of them was a brine, so there's salt in there. Tina, stop. I'll maybe go grab. I've got a bag. I've got 2 whole bags of spices. I've got a bag of spices, but I did filter down. I took half of them, like the most commonly used ones. The salt I had to keep separately. Because the bag's split right down. I can't just put it with the other stuff. I haven't got a container for it. I'm going to run inside, folks. Give me a second. I'm going to go run get my spice bag. Oh, 2 minutes. Maybe less. This is it. Okay, here I am. Now this is not all of my spices. This is just my most. I didn't bring salt. I think it's salty enough. What have I got? I got balsamic vinegar. We might put a bit of vinegar in. Pepper, pimenta negra, black pepper. A little bit of piri piri if I want to give it a bit of a kick. That'd be nice. Ginger, I don't think. Garlic with tuna and bacon. I don't think so. No, I don't think garlic. Not with this one. Ketchup. We've got some tomato. I could treat ketchup as like tomato puree. Maybe I could do that. Maybe. Perejil, parsley. I think. Don't think that goes. Oregano. No. More garlic and bovril. No. I think the ones that I've taken out will do for today. So to recap, a bit of piri piri, maybe a bit of balsamic. People don't put enough vinegar in their cooking. A bit of acid won't hurt. Not to make it taste vinegary, it just overcomes some things are sweet. Tomatoes can be a little bit sweet, so they do have acid of their own. And the ketchup. Yeah, maybe, I don't know whether I need the balsamic or not. Black pepper, piri piri are the main 2 that I'm looking at. And of course I've got the cheese to go yet. Oh, the bacon can go away. The bacon can go back in the fridge. Oh, the butter, I didn't use the butter at all. Maybe I'll add a little bit at the end, like the chefs do on fallow. Maybe. I'll just put that back down. Beer, I had to stretch for my beer, folks. What are we doing? What kind of fucking alky am I having the beer not within arm's reach? Hannah, hi. How's Tina doing? She's fine. She's been a little bit of a monster today. She won't behave, but obviously she's not perfect because no back legs, but oops. She's been a monster, but she's okay. Hey babe, talk to Hannah. Talk to the peoples. Talk to all the peoples. You were keen enough to bark earlier when the lady walked past and got right up to the garage before you started barking. Now you're just going to be a monster and not talk to people. You're not talking to the peoples. You see, folks, I brought there's the EcoFlow. I brought the EcoFlow out. It's plugged into the fridge inside. I brought the EcoFlow out. Then I could daisy chain and put the panel, instead of having the panel roughly where the EcoFlow is and being half in the shade, over there it's in the sun for an extra hour and or more, and we're still plugged into the freezer. So even though the EcoFlow is fully charged at 100% or thereabouts, we're getting to run the freezer says it's on minus 16 degrees. Once I turn it off, once I turn the freezer off for the night, it will quickly adjust to kind of minus 3 or 5. Every time I click this button to flip the camera from the back to the front, Not every time, but half the time. It doesn't leave YouTube. It just goes to the YouTube front page. It's annoying. Now it's welcoming me to my own chat. That's as bad as when Farmer's here. I get welcomed to my own stream. Tell me, guys, if there's too much wind here, I've got a sponge with a slot in that can go over. This can be my windbreak. I think the wind's coming from more behind the camera at the minute, maybe a little bit that way. If the sound is popping, you must tell me. I have a way of handling it. It's not ideal, it covers half the screen and I can't get to the buttons. But I can improve the audio if... Look at that. I can improve the audio if it becomes an issue. Give it a second. I did just brush my hair, comb my hair earlier. And now it's been a fucking nightmare. It's the wind coming from one side all afternoon. I look like I'm Elvis. I look like I'm trying to make a quiff, and I'm not. I know I'm not Elvis, but I'm not trying to make a quiff. That's not helping. Fortunately, Karen will be here in a few days. My personal hairstylist. Fucking tramp in a field with his own hairstylist. I've got the hedge trimmers. I got hair trimmers and I've got a beard trimmer. And in fact, the beard trimmer could be used for hair. You just have to do more because it's got a narrower. The head on the hair trimmer is a little wider, and the beard trimmer. Yeah, the hair trimmer is wider. The beard trimmer is narrower. If I did do the hair with the beard trimmer, I'd have to go over it a little bit more. But I haven't got the skills. I haven't got that. I made a mess this morning of the beard trim. So I went. The neck is supposed to be kind of beard free. I did that without the guard on. The neck and the cheeks. I did this to kind of protect the bit, and then that's how I did the shaping. But it comes out a little bit too wide at the bottom. I might have to go back and take a bit more, or I can just wait until early next week and my friend Karen will probably tidy me up. I am a bit of a mess at times. I've broken one of the rules of pasta, haven't I? After you put pasta in, you give it a few minutes and then you're supposed to stir it so it all doesn't just stick to the bottom of the pan or to each other. Give us a second, I'll show you what I'm doing while I'm doing it. Even though it's not a cookery stream, you understand. Look at that, I turn that right down. If I turn that down any more, it'll probably go off. I don't have much in the way of control of the, there's my caramelised onions and my mushrooms. I don't have much in the way of control. This is why I want to get a smaller ring. I was saying earlier about how this gas ring is a paella ring. See what I can show you. It's huge. The gas ring is. This is my own. This is one of the only two pans I've got. Oh, give us a second, folks. It's. Oh, wait. I've only got two pans that fit over that. It's huge. Let me take a pan for comparison. This is my biggest proper sauce pan. I put it over this edge, so it's over the heat at this corner. It's just right at this bottom right hand corner. But look around the rest of the ring. Two-thirds of the heat doesn't touch the pan. Now I could put it so that it's over the middle and it gets those three stalks there, but then none of the outer ring is touching the pan. I think I smell gas. I think that's gone out. Give us a second. Give me a second. Quick! Where's my fucking lighters? Hold on, folks. I'm fairly sure that's out. Is it still lit? That's not lit. No way that's lit. Now it's lit. I told you if I turn it down it would go out. And by crikey, it did. Oh, two hands again, sorry. Oh, there we go. I have to turn up a little bit, otherwise it'll blow out. But that just makes it sizzle and fizz a bit much. Bag for the bin. I got a couple of jars as well. Here's the bin. The bin's a little bit overflowing with potato and veg clippings, and apparently someone here's been drinking some beer. I don't know who that would be. You'll never catch me doing that. Well, maybe a little bit. Sunday's live stream, wasn't it? Sunday, when I cooked my Sunday roast dinner without any meat. Chicken flavoured gravy. Well, chicken gravy, but no chicken. Tramp in a field, folks. Tramp in a field, what can I say? I got about another, I think I'll give it another 10 minutes maybe, just to make sure that the pasta cooks through. Then I'll put the cheese on, and then I think I'll leave you. Oh, I'll put some butter in at the end, just to gloss up the sauce a little bit, like chefs do. They love their butter. I think I was talking to someone earlier about. I watched the guys from Fallow, a London restaurant, and they made some mashed potato, and they were talking about what the secret ingredient was. I got about 2,000 upvotes on this one, 2,000 likes on this comment. So I know what the secret ingredient is. If you look really carefully, you can just spot some potato in amongst all of the milk, cream, and butter. Fuck, so much butter, so much cream, so much milk, fucking hardly any potato in the end. You could have drank it with a straw. What's the secret ingredient? They're like, why is restaurant mashed potato better than you make at home? I'm like, it's not. That's not mashed potato, man. Mashed potato has potato in it. This was fucking butter, cream, and milk. So yeah, I got a little bit snarky with them, but they give me the upvote, so that's all right. We're out, you know. It's in jest. I don't dislike them. Their mashed potato isn't mashed potato, it's pomme de puree. It is literally a puree. If you took a fork to it, it would drip between the tines of the fork. That's not mashed potato. And I will die on this hill. Except it can't be a hill of mashed potato, because that's just a fucking lake. Mashed potato you could actually make a hill out of, but it's all in jest. If you're watching, guys from Fallow, and obviously you're not, you've got better things to be doing with your time than talking with a tramp in a fucking field. But yeah, hey Tina, look at my hair. I can't do anything with it at the minute. Maybe I will wash it for the first time this year, and only the second time in 2 years. I'm not sure when. I did wash it about 3 or 4 months ago. I met Ryan at what do you call himself? Vitruvium, I think he calls himself in chat when he's here. He brought me like an electric shower. You put the bottom's a pump. You put it in a bowl of water and turn it on, and it sprinkles you. Proper electric shower kind of thing. So I had a hair wash. I wet myself out, I did the shampoo, I rinsed, and then I did tops and tails while standing out in the field. And that must be, it might be 6 months ago now. I'm not exactly, I'd have to look back. That was my first hair wash in over a year at that point. It might have been 15 or 16 months at that point. So around now would be the second hair wash in 2 years, roughly speaking. But I might give it a go before Karen comes over. It might just help it be a little bit more predictable and placeable. I comb it regularly, get the, not dandruff, but the skin sloths off your head, doesn't it? You got to get rid of the, people who don't wash their hair too much think it's dandruff, but it's not. It's how skin is on your scalp. According to my friend, a professional hairdresser, award-winning. Hello again. Fancy meeting you here. Apparently my phone ran down below 5% and decided to turn itself off. So for now I'm squatting in front of the EcoFlow. Which way do I want to face that way so you can see me. I'm squatting in front of the EcoFlow. Badly squatting, that's not a good squat. That wouldn't have worked under the trees, that particular squat. Where am I? Darren's back again. Hello mate. I just lost power on the phone. Just waiting for it to charge up a little bit, and then I'm going to try, I think I'm going to try and switch to a longer cable. I don't know how long. If I'd put that there, how far does this reach? Does it reach to the table? I don't think it does. Oh, close, but no. I might have to unplug the fridge. In fact, let's do that. I'll turn the fridge off and I'll just bring the EcoFlow over. I did bring the tablet out as well, but I'm going to put that down here. I don't think I need that right now. I'm gonna unplug from there, and I'm just gonna carry shit over here. Fuck. That's a little bit different. It's a fucking disaster, isn't it? What have I got wide way of a bowl for eating from? I've got this big plate. I've got this big plate here. It's not really a pasta tuna bake kind of plate. Ordinarily I would use, do you see the red pan back here? Oh, that's my eating bowl. Doesn't make for pretty viewing or a good, you know, it's not good to look at. Won't make a good thumbnail. I'm just gonna go. I'll take you with me if I can. Is my cheese open? Give us a second. I got some, no, it's not open. Where'd I put that little knife? I should have 3 knives here. There's a little one. Here we go. No, that's the big one. Oh, the other one must be over the other side. I got to open this bag I got to open it above the line where the reseal seam thing is. It's not going to work, is it? It doesn't want to work. Here we go. Here we go. On the other side, but don't go too close to that. Okay, maybe baby, maybe not. Not sure. Okay. Oh, I'm not far enough down. That part's still sealed. That won't open. Here we go. There we go. Now we got it. You see this, folks? This is grated cheese. But when you live in a place that didn't have a fridge freezer, it melts and then solidifies into one block, or in this case 2 blocks, maybe 3. I'm going to take you over that. I'm going to put the cheese in. I'm going to give it a few minutes. I'll dish up and then I'll leave you, I think. You don't want to... I haven't got teeth, so when I eat, you don't want to watch that. Join me the next time though, and I'll tell you what it actually tasted like. I won't be able to tell you that. I might have one fork. There's a chance that the original onions that went in over caramelized a little bit. We got other words for over caramelized. Don't be rude in the comments or in the chat or in the comments after. Don't use the B word, the one that ends in "earned." We'll go with caramelized, or there's another word I went with earlier and I can't remember it. Okay, I've broken the cheese up a bit, folks. I'm going to go over there. I think we've got enough power now. No, we're down to 4. From 5% down to... Wow, we've gone backwards. It is charging, yeah? Is it? Yeah, it's got the lightning symbol. Sometimes, when it's low, it charges so fucking low, it doesn't take enough power. Let me see. 8. It's supposed to take 14 watts. It's taking 8. I don't know whether I dare run over there with you on 8. It might shut down again from 4%. I'm going to take a bit of butter as well, aren't I? If you remember me saying. So let me just... oh, somebody farted, Tina. Was it you? Bad girl. I'm just going to take a block of butter. I think a little bit. Well, it's quite soft. This is why we have a fridge. I've left this out for hours and it's... okay. Okay, folks. I has a block of butter. I'm gonna take a chance. We're gonna run right over there, do what I'm gonna do, and come right back. Okay? I have the cheese. Oh, you've gone again, bugger! Oh, it didn't like that, did it? I don't know whether the picture cut out for you or not. It doesn't like it when I undo it. I'm gonna have to just go do this without you folks. Sorry. I'm gonna grab my butter and my cheese. I gotta go do that. I'll be back. Bear with me. It's not a teddy bear that's with me. Give me a minute. I has butter, I has cheese. I has a butter. Am I going in? Butter is in. Cheese is going in. No, stop there. Stay. Now one of us is going to... don't tell anybody. Workmen working on the electric line. Workmen on the power line. Okay. It's okay. Right. Cheese is in. 7 minutes off. Tuna. Right. Spoon there. That's there. This is here. Okay folks, I'm back. Not the most entertaining video ever when the guy walks up and just leaves you with a blank screen staring at the sky. I don't know how much of my commentary you heard. I have put the cheese in, I put the butter in. The cheese and the bacon can now go back and go in the fridge. We did not use the mixed veg. We did not use the black beans. And we did not use the macaroni. We only did the spirals, the fusilli, whatever the word is. But we're about done. I'll be dishing up shortly. I don't know whether to dish up on a plate for a nice thumbnail to add to the video, or whether to just put it in the pan, which is probably how I'm going to eat it. Even if I put it on the plate, I'm going to scrape it off and put it in the pan and take it inside and sit and eat. In all likelihood. So who knows? But we'll give it 5 minutes for the cheese to melt and the butter to melt and I didn't put the piri in. Oh, let me do that. Definitely putting a little splash of piri. I like a little bit of sharpness, a little bit of a good squeeze of piri. It was a good squeeze as well. I just took the bottle and squeezed, turned it upside down and squeezed. A full squeeze, folks, a full squeeze. Tramp in the field likes his, not sour, what's the word I'm looking for? Hot, I guess, piri. I don't know exactly what it is. It's a bit posh for a Barnsley lad. We didn't exist when I was growing up. Piri, who knows what that is? We had salt, pepper and vinegar and mustard. Piccalilli. That was about, I think that was all. I'm not even sure mayo existed when I was a kid. Not in my life. Potted meat. Pate my ass. Potted meat. With that little jar from Shipham's that was only just big enough for you to get the end of the knife in. There's enough meat there to fucking to spread on one slice of bread. Then you put the other slice on and that was it. You had to call that a sandwich. That was entire jargon and your mum went ape because that shit was expensive. Pate. I don't know, folks. What can you do? Barnsley, lad. We're not posh. We're not connoisseurs of this stuff. Piri. If you'd have told 10-year-old me that there was something called piri, I would not have had a clue. Piri. If it's not salt, pepper, mustard, ketchup, or piccalilli, I wouldn't. Oh, Branston pickle, I guess. Don't forget Branston pickle and brown sauce. HP or Daddy's brown sauce. That's your collection complete. That's my repertoire of flavourings. Tina, what are we doing? Is it the workmen have gone, haven't they? They're not still there, are they? They're gone, darling. What are we barking at now? Trousers are falling down. It's complicated, folks. Just keeping my trousers up at the minute. I've got to pull my shorts up, turn the waistband over, pull the trousers up and over, turn the waistband over twice on the trousers. And that gives me a chance of keeping both my undies and my trousers on. Otherwise it all falls down and it's a little bit. It's all a little bit. Now I did receive a donation specifically earmarked to buy a belt. So at some point I will be buying a new... My belt, supposedly leather, it's snapped. I don't know what that says about my waistline. I don't know what that says about my waistline. Okay, folks, do you think... Where are we percentage-wise on the power? We're up to 5. I don't like it. I want to see us up... Normally it will rise to 10 pretty quickly. It's Did I go again? I'm not sure whether I went or just my screen cut off because I'm below 5 or because I'm on 5%. I can't take you with me. I was going to show you me dishing up. However, I'm dishing up. I guess I'm going to put it on the posh plate here for the thumbnail. And then after you leave me, I'm just going to scrape it into a fucking empty pan. Because my pan is my food bowl. A pan is just the small pan. It's just a bowl with a handle. Hold the handle, eat the food. I'm gonna mucky a plate just for the thumbnail, I guess. Such is life. Bear with me. I would take you with me, but you see, as soon as I unplug you, the screen cuts out. It's all a little bit awkward. Pepper. I haven't put any pepper in yet. I guess I'm putting pepper on my plate rather than on the plate of food, rather than in the dish, in the meal, you know, in the pan. Fuck. Here we go. Oh, hand in front of the camera. I apologise. My apologies. I got caught betwixt and between with apologies and apologise. Take a look at the sky, folks. It is clouding over a little bit. I don't know how much I can show you while you're on this short lead. There's the sun over there somewhere. Where are we? About 2 hours before it goes down. I don't know. I don't even know what time it is. I did look early. We're 2 hours after I started. I started at just at 2:30, so it's 4:30 roughly my time. 4:30 Spain. 3:30 UK, 4:30, 10:30 AM US Eastern, maybe. Not 100% sure of my time zones. Let me go and take my plate and dish up, and I will be back with you. Oh, I got They always ignore me, but I won't be the cunt. I'll be right back, folks. As soon as I've got this in the bin and dished up what I need. We'll take a thumbnail. I'll have a mouthful, tell you how it is. We'll take it from there. Well, I'll probably read it about that. What do you got? You got a serving spoon. Got a ladle. Okay. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. That's a slotted. Is that a slotted spoon? I've got the big serving spoon. Okay. I've got the serving. Oh. It's not exactly. I like that. Oh. Okay. That goes there. That goes there. Oh, I've thought it off. Serving spoon. Put it back on. Take a dish to wipe on. Take a cloth. Like you're at fire. Okay. I got my knife and fork and everything, yeah. Okay, we're all good. Did I did. I turned the gas off, it's all good. Wow, Tuna's water a second time today. Sorry, babe. I'll get you more in a minute. Okay, folks, let me see what I can do vis-a-vis a thumbnail, a picture for the thumbnail. And maybe a knife and fork for something eating. Where's that at? Here's my fork. Oh, I took the knife away to open that jar that time. Okay. Okay, I've got a spoon as well somewhere, yeah? Where? There. Okay. We're all present and correct. I won't show you the knife and fork, I don't think. Okay, folks, here we go. Here we go. For the thumbnail, see whether we can remove some extraneous objects. Mainly the beer. Somewhere there. Click, click. You are looking at a bacon and tuna cream and tomato pasta bake with sweet corn. So, the obvious ingredients: bacon, tuna, sweet corn, a little bit of pepper, some peppers and some broccoli I had left over, a jar of green beans. What else? Did I mention onions yet? I'm not sure if I said onions. And obviously pasta twists, cream and tomato. A little bit of piri-piri sauce, piri-piri, and I'm about to put some pepper on because I forgot to put that in the dish itself. But there we go, folks. It wasn't really meant to be cooking with a tramp. It was talking with a tramp while he cooked. I will just have a little mouthful. I know it's not. Watching a guy with no teeth eat is probably not the most, you know, that whole, it's like compo and clegg and whatever in it. I lost to the summer wine. But I have to taste it and tell you what it tastes like, what the flavour is. Pasta actually still a little bit chewy, a little bit al dente. I was worried early on, if you were here, the first batch of onions got a little bit over caramelized. I was a little worried that it would taste of, that you'd better taste the burnt or the, I said not to use that, over caramelized. But no, it's fine. There's not a hint of that flavour. There's a little bit of the hotness from the piri-piri that I just put in at the end. The fish Definitely got the tuna taste. I haven't tasted bacon so far, so I'll just have a little bit of bacon and mushroom. Yeah. That's there. That's there. Like I said, I mean, in half an hour or so when I get the second batch, or maybe either tonight for a midnight snack or tomorrow when I finish it off, maybe heat it up a little bit more, cook it more. The pasta will ease in. It's a little bit al dente, not too al dente, but it's about perfect. But it'll probably become a little thinner and a little looser second time around. I don't think I mentioned sweet corn when I was just giving a rundown of the ingredients. It's gorgeous. It's perfect. It's not stupendous. I mean, it's using leftovers and stuff that's been lying around forever in the tent. Tramp in a field, folks. That piri piri, just give it that kick. I thought I might have put too much in. I did just turn the bottle upside down and squeeze. It's a squirty bottle. There was a lot came out, but no, it's just perfect. It's a big pan, so it can take a kick like that. Now I've got the smell of the pepper as well. One final look, folks. There we are, and with that, I shall say goodbye in the manner to which hopefully you've become accustomed, and we're not going to make it to 4 hours so that the stream gets put straight out. In 15 hours time, YouTube will probably finish processing it and you'll be able to watch from the start with chat active, although there hasn't been much chat. So folks, from Tuna and from me, Delta Mike, wishing you all the best. Catch you later. Delta Mike.